What's going on, everybody? Demetrius Ford, your host of Through the Line Casting Studio. We are here, of course, with another beautiful guest. She has been on one time as far as a panel, but she has so many bright ideas and also some questions for me that we will be going back and forth on today's episode. Miss LaJoy, I'm going to give it over to her. Tell us where you're from, Miss LaJoy. I'm sorry, did I mess it up?
Y'all got the clue, y'all thought I didn't get the clue.
Oh, my bad.
Y'all both was like, okay. Boom. Thank you, Demetrius. I am LaJoy, y'all favorite Texas realtor, comedian, multi-serial entrepreneur. I always got something going on. I am from Fort Worth, Texas, Funky Town in a building. Remember, Fort Worth, not Dallas. You and McKinney. Fort Worth.
Cool. Well, Miss LaJoy, as she said, she does have a lot of things she got her hands into. Very, very interesting individual, I would say. Being able to do stand-up comedy, it takes a very special person to get in front of people that you don't know to be able to speak and tell jokes even about your personal experiences in your life. She does sell houses. She's a very great realtor in a DFW Metroplex, so you guys need to connect with her when it comes down to the selling and buying of houses. She is the person to contact. Where could we find you on your social media panels again, Miss LaJoy?
Of course, Instagram, which I know y'all have an Instagram if y'all are here. Instagram at IamLaJoy. That's the LaJoy.
Cool. Well, we're going to get straight into it. This is not going to be about your personal, professional business, even though I will get into some entrepreneurship. But I just kind of wanted to ask you some personal questions as far as your intrusive thoughts on how you would think about these different categories. First question that I got for you, actually. Yeah, let's go and get it.
Can't even touch my pearls or nothing.
So we kind of talked in the background about, relationships and modern day relationships, traditional relationships, old school relationships. Why do you feel, not even you feel, more so to say, why do you think modern relationships fail more so than often than traditional old school?
So one thing I want to talk about is that I can only speak for me.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't get on the panels and speak for women, 30-year-olds, moms, whatever. I can only speak for LaJoy. And being a modern woman who believe in a lot of modern perspectives,
mm-hmm.
I would have to say, in my opinion, they changed because of just being able to get online and see someone that's not in the country, not in their city, and they don't have as many options as we now have.
Mm-hmm.
And our grandparents, I'm going to say my grandparents, being in a traditional relationship and marriages, even with my mom, they didn't feel like they had as many options as we can see that we have. I mean, I didn't know that in my city, if we don't work out, if me and Johnny don't work out, I can get another Johnny in New York because he been in my DM. Papa didn't have as many options. So a lot of times, even with the small options, we have seen that even traditionally, women were shutting up. And they were allowing these things because they didn't know or didn't feel. So Papa could probably have kids down the street with Susan. If Barbara and Shirley's song didn't come out,
Mm-hmm.
We still have songs where women are coming out saying, hey, I found you cheating. I seen my man DMing you or seeing pictures of you on his phone. Well, our grandparents was finding numbers in pockets too.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think it's much different. I just think the fact that we're able to talk about it in bigger groups and talk about that experience online.
Mm-hmm. It really just wins the crowd of other people having too many opinions to share.
Mm-hmm.
And do you feel like that's a real bit contradicting factor towards a lot of people's relationship failures, hearing too many different opinions and other people getting inside of your relationship due to social media exposure?
I think that depends.
So if you're in a relationship, you personally,
Mm-hmm.
do you expose your relationship online or do you keep it away, and why?
I've done both. So I've experienced both. And for me, it all comes down to my partner's comfortability with it. I've been a socialite for a lot of years, and I didn't have as many barriers as far as what to post, when to post, and to an extent because of different things and different paths I went down. So for me, I didn't care that someone knew who my boyfriend was at the time or my sexuality, being bisexual. I didn't care that if 2012 I was with a woman, in 2014 I got a boyfriend. That didn't matter to me. But however, I have been in a relationship with a few people who was like, I don't want to be on social media. And I respected that.
So you took and handled that really well. So honestly, it doesn't really matter who you're in a relationship with. It just forces your respect in the person that you're in a relationship with. So let's talk about you on the other hand.
Yeah.
If you were in a relationship, once you get in a relationship or have been in a relationship, let's say if it's a guy that doesn't want to be on social media,
Okay.
what would you say about that when it comes down to him handling you in public? Or, of course, if he doesn't want to be on social media, he's not going to post you on his. How does that make you feel internally as a woman?
For me, that doesn't really bother me. I will ask questions on why though. What got you to that point? Because A, are you active on social media? Is that somewhere that you spend majority of your free time to scroll? If so, then why not? Because that's somewhere that you are and you spend some time and hours of the day. If we're gonna get married, I have been in a situation, a partner has told me like, I don't want to be posted until we're married. Once we get married, we can post their relationship status and our wedding pictures or whatever, but not while dating. Respect it. For me, it doesn't matter to me. Like social media, knowing my relationship status or what my partner looks like or what we do, it doesn't make me not be me.
Yeah.
To respect, now I do post a lot of single posts because I am single. So I'm going to post clippings from a dating site or make single posts. But of course that will change when I'm in a relationship. And if we're out and you don't want to be posted on social media, okay, we won't post on social media. It's not an end all be all.
Okay, so before we get into the dating site, because I do want to ask you about that, mark that. Once and when in this scenario continued, you get in this relationship, he doesn't want to post to married, you finally post, y'all are married, and now when it rains, it pours. You get what I'm saying? The analogy basically saying that, hey, he's posted you, you post him, now you're getting this, hey sis, coming to you as a woman, this and that. How do you handle that?
Accordingly, if she comes at me with something that's going to make or break us, then that's different. So if she say, hey sis, coming to you as a woman, I'm pregnant, or I'm coming to you because he's still talking to me, that's a conversation for him and I.
So would you entertain her first before going to him? Would you respond back to a random girl that you don't know that just randomly DM'd you as soon as you posted that man?
No.
Okay.
I've had it happen before. No.
Okay.
I do ask questions to my partner like, hey, someone looking for you in my DMs. I don't know if you seen that she was looking for you. She probably called you, text you, but she's looking for you. And sometimes, a lot of times when women do this, in my situations, they usually come with receipts or explanations on why.
Yeah.
They never just say, come to you as a woman, ... message back. It's usually a bunch of rapport or some type of situation. So, real life situation. I met a guy online, we were dating, and we had been dating for about a year. He would come down, fly down to Texas every weekend. We fell asleep on the phone. We had pretty much a long distance relationship. I flew down to his city and we spent Valentine's Day together. And I woke up on the 15th of February and I got a message. And it was like a whole bunch of stuff. And I was like, I think you had the wrong number. He was like, no, I'm his wife. And so for me, not only was it just a text message, this woman had his iCloud. So there was a lot of personal messages him and I had been sending and pictures and stuff that was exploited online. But it wasn't exploited on the mass of like, you are with my husband and you knew he was married. It was like, I'm some type of homewrecker. So now me and her are going to have a conversation because, hey, look, I've been bamboozled because of the single lifestyle he's had. Oh, well, we're separated. Okay, with that, I wasn't disclosed on his marital status, which I did ask. So because of him lying, I was exploited as some type of homewrecker. So me and her did have a conversation on that. Like, I don't know you, and it's so shocking that you know of me. So with that being said, I feel like it's all about situations, and because of the exploitation, I did have to tell, like, respectfully, I didn't know this, so why are you posting this? You know, and that to me was just a crazy situation.
It's
But,
crazy, yeah.
you know, it happened.
Yeah. Okay, back to the dating apps and sites. So you're active on dating apps and sites.
I am.
Okay. How, what you're you're an outgoing person. Like, you're out in the community. You're not just sitting in your house. Right? So what's the benefits of being active on dating sites? Because me personally, I've never been on it before. And as a guy, I just know what that brings.
Okay.
I know what that brings as a guy. And then two, I don't trust the whole catfish stuff is like real. Like, I just don't feel like dealing with it. So what's the reasoning behind that, especially since you're not just a true homebody? Like, you go to the stores, you're going to events, you're going to networking things. Right? So it's not hard for people to find you.
Correct.
So what's the purpose of being on there?
I kind of want to put a pin in it. I'm gonna answer though. I will answer. But for you, what does it bring? Do you feel like it brings you as what it brings me? What does it bring you as a man?
As a man, it's just gonna bring me a lot of me personally. It's gonna bring a lot of headaches.
Okay.
Because I mean, I've seen my buddies, I've seen other men on these things, and I'm hearing the stories. The success rates of these things of actually you finding a person that you're gonna be with for the rest of your life is very low. I'm an analytical guy. Like, now, to be able to connect with someone, it's easy, it's high, it's great. To go on a date, to hook up, and that's what I don't want to do. I don't want to just continue to just hook up. So that's personally the reason why I don't indulge in those things. Is because I don't want to just continue to hook up with people and then just be like, all right, well, that's just some more time wasted on my life, right?
Okay.
So
I have a follow-up question too, though. So how many hours of your day, or how much time a day you feel like you spend on social media?
Social media,
Let's just do what's the one you're active on the most?
I'm pretty much balanced with all of them.
With balance? Okay.
Yeah, the only reason that I get on social media is to be able to broadcast my business.
Correct.
And within broadcasting my business, I'm trying to create a incentivized track flow of being able to provide a better life for myself, as well as my kid and everybody else around me.
Gotcha.
So, or the things, of course, that I post on my social media are very strategic, and I'm not gonna post like, okay, my personal things that I have going on and my personal issues. I know a lot of people use social media to do that, but honestly, at the end of the day, me personally, I feel like nobody cares because it's not my lane. So the only thing that you're gonna see out of me on social media, may see a couple selfies, but it's 90% of my social media is gonna be me as marketing. I mean, I feel like everybody feel like they look good at some time, right?
Well, that's an example though. So again, like, how many hours you think you spend a day?
A day, I'm averaging 4 hours.
4 hours a day.
Yeah.
Cool. You post a selfie. But anytime you post anything, I don't know about you, but I'm looking at my story.
Yeah.
I'm scrolling at who liking.
Yeah.
And sometimes, even non-self-consciously, I might read what they saying. You know, the comments on, like, looking good today.
Yeah.
I like your shirt.
Uh-huh.
You got nice teeth.
Mm-hmm.
You handsome. I love your eyes.
Thanks.
Those might come, like, a lot. You might keep saying the same name, Ashley 214 or something.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden now, Ashley, like, you know, I'm gonna be at your grand opening, you know, for your business.
Mm-hmm.
And boom, boom, boom. You like, dang, Ashley, I ain't really paying no attention. I might double tap the picture too, but Ashley kind of cool.
Yeah.
But in hindsight, that can come off as y'all met on social media.
True.
So I don't look at all social medias as like sliding in the DMs in a way of like, how you doing today? What you doing? Looking today? I think sometimes they can come from just having a true supporter. And I fell into that trap too, of having a true supporter.
And so basically what you're saying, you call it a trap. Was it a manipulative tactic of someone running quote unquote game to be able to get inside of your personal space? Or was it just someone being supportive and then whenever they supported you so much they felt like they knew your life and they wanted to be a part of it?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know, and that's the thing about social media too. It is a lot of people, men and women, and it goes same sex on same sex. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, a lot of people really want to be a part of what you post.
I know. And that has becoming a little bit fearful for me, I guess because of that experience. But to kind of piggyback and answer your question before we went down this rabbit hole, I am on dating sites. However, like, dating sites to me are just the same as people as me and you. You know, meaning that sometimes they might be introverted. I personally like shy men. I like men who are the quiet ones. I like the nerds. I like the ones who might not be the most confident as far as approach, but they're confident in these other areas. I don't like the loud guys, and I do spend time on social media, being a social media socialite. So it wouldn't be realistic for me to say that I may not meet my future husband on social media. Or that my future husband may not meet me in my office or in my element from social media.
Yeah.
So how I promote what I do comes from social media.
Exactly.
So I think that for me, that all kind of runs hand in hand. Now, dating sites, it is different because I'm actually really being intentional about, like, I'm trying to date.
Yeah.
But that just comes from just...
Is it something that's just a kind of like a boredom thing as far as entertainment?
No, because I really be wanting to date.
Yeah.
I really do be wanting to date. I think I've been on so many dating sites, man. Like, we can keep it real 1,000. So I went through all these different ones, and as far as just us on here, I don't know if I can just drop names, but so far, like, Facebook dating has been the best dating site as far as, like, authentically meeting who you might meet, because they're usually always merged with their social media, Facebook and Instagram. The people I know that's still on Facebook, they've been on there for years. They have their family, their friends, their college friends. So you can go and do their research, and then they're connected also with their jobs and stuff like that. So I've connected with more men and women who have a lot to lose and are about what they post about being versus being on, like, Plenty of Fish or
Bumble,
something like that, like
Tinder,
Hinge. I've never been on none of those because I think it's odd. When I did get on there and then somebody was like, okay, what's your Instagram or Facebook? I'm like, I don't have that. I only have a Bumble. That's weird. Like, out of all the social medias, you just gonna jump up and get a Bumble to download? Like, that's really weird. Like,
what you hiding?
You're not a psychopath at all.
Yeah.
So I don't like those, but I will say, like, if it makes sense, and then I stream on a dating site as well.
Yeah. No, I didn't want to ask that question.
Come on. What is it?
Nah, I ain't want to do those.
Oh,
All right, let me ask you this: Do you feel like modern men, since we're on the topic of modernism, do you feel like modern men are becoming softer? You can hear that vent. It's the bathroom. Okay, you can't hear. Okay.
Yes. Let me read that back. He wants to know if modern men are becoming softer. I think yes.
Why would you say that?
Here's why. I think in any way that you are looking to be level with a woman in any shape, form, or fashion, that is becoming too soft and out of the element for the men that I grew up knowing to be men. And so my perspective of what men were, they never wanted to match the energy of a woman in any way. Whether that be the presence, the attention in the room, the way they dressed, the way they talk, the slang. So what made masculine women was the slang. And anyway, if I was here in Texas, which where I'm from, because I can only speak from here now, it wasn't cool to hear a woman say my nigga or dog or I'm crip or any of these little slangy words and bro. now we will create a slang and we have to look past the men using it. Quotations now. Clock that T, clock it, calling their homeboys the B word.
Men using, they
Or
doing that?
saying period after something. I think that's matching the energy of what they known women to do that I think is very odd for me. I also am not in the relations of no shade, no tea. I'm not in the wave of a man wearing a crop top. I'm not in that wave of a man being super bedazzled.
Yeah.
Because why you want to be the disco ball in the room? Like, I'm already wearing glitter on my eyes, a nose ring, earrings. I got, rhinestones, and now I have to look at getting you a matching rhinestone crop top, bro. Like, now your jeans is so tight, you wearing jeggings because you want to show your print, or your shorts, the hoochie daddy shorts. It's becoming too level to where I don't know if I'm in the men's section or the women's section. And that to me is very odd.
So let me ask you this. How do you think that men even got to that point of thinking that way, or performing or acting in a certain kind of way, or doing those certain kind of gestures? Do you feel as if women encouraged men to be that way due to the fact of the attention seeking?
I think your perception is your reality for anybody. And what has played a big major part that I can see is that women, we have to own ourselves too. I would love for us to have a social media group chat, women, because I think with us exposing how much fun and how easy it is for us to get things from men, from having pretty privilege, being attractive, coming into a room, being able to get the attention, men started thinking, nah, I don't want to feel like I lost or I'm lame. Nobody wants to feel used. Even a hoe don't want to be called a hoe.
Exactly.
So nobody wants to be used. So if you're in a room full of people not wanting to lose, now you got the socially awkward. Where a man don't want to approach the woman because if she shut him down, he feel like he lost. And back then, a L was okay because you lived to fight another day and you got somebody else to go to. But now, nobody knows if they're going to be recorded during that loss.
Exactly.
If they're going to be exposed during that loss.
You're right.
And it's not going to be the same playing field of how you deal, because everybody don't take their L's the same. Because you don't know who watching.
Exactly.
Or what's going to be posted. So I think with that, it became some type of endearment for a man to not feel like he lost.
And that's why I asked, do you feel like women contributed to the way that a lot of these soft men act due to the things that some women were provoking these men to act in a certain way, right? So
Provoking? Hold on.
provoking, which means like, hey, putting screenshots on social media or putting videos or photos of a man in different situations, where he probably didn't even know he was being recorded, taking pictures of, right? So whenever things hit the fan, the exposed thing started to come out. The exposure thing came out, it's been about, I'll say around 2013, that's whenever the big time like exposure stuff starting to hit. I would say, as far as I can remember, because whenever I was a senior in high school, it really...
Who got exposed then? What was the one exposure story that you remember?
One exposure story that I remember was... it was, man, I don't even want to say it on camera.
I don't want to say
it was one of my guys, one of my good homies. We was in college, and
this is personal.
no, it wasn't personal for me.
No, personal meaning in your inner circle.
Yeah.
No, I was saying like we could take it to celebrities.
Yeah. I mean, the
Kim K.
the Kim K. Get Ray J. Yeah, everybody knows.
What year was that though?
That was 2000. Was that 10? Andres, Kim K. Ray J. Is it 2010?
No, it's earlier than that.
It was
I
earlier
think
than
it was
that.
about
Yeah,
2009 or so.
But I mean, you still had to like log on to the computer and download on the dial-up internet to be able to
We
get.
can take it even further than that. R. Kelly with the pen on the
Yeah,
gun.
yeah. I mean,
So,
but
and
I wasn't.
What I'm saying is that what I'm trying to get to is exposing being a thing.
Yeah, but I'm talking about easily exposure. Like even with the Kim K. Ray J thing, you had to have certain links and be in that environment of knowing how to be able to even look at that stuff.
I was a kid.
That's what I'm saying. Like
But we
I
knew
wasn't.
it existed.
I get
was
it,
a
but what
huge story.
I'm saying, like if I pick up my phone right now and open up Instagram, somebody's being exposed.
Or cheaters, bro. You remember
Right, that
Cheaters
was a whole
was a big
show.
thing. Cheaters was a big
So I
thing.
don't think it's just about like. I mean, think about we had a president got exposed.
Yeah.
I mean, you gotta think about
Yeah,
it.
you're
This
right.
been a thing since the history of time.
But whenever it does come down to exposure, gender wise, who is more coming to expose who?
I don't think this is a gender thing. I think this is a if it's in them, it's in them thing. Like if that's who you are, that's who you are. Cause we can go back and forth. What we gonna do? Tally it up?
No,
I'm not gonna
I'm
do
just
it,
saying
but I'm
where is it
saying-
more commonly seen?
I've seen both, and I'm not gonna tell you I've seen because with Kim K and Ray J, I was told Ray J exposed it.
To
That
get
was
the
a
clout.
man. I was told R. Kelly sold the tape. That was a man. I was told that the president got caught and that was exposed from his media. That was a man. Like, you know, the show Cheaters is owned by a man.
Yeah.
You know, so who am I to say like it's a man versus woman thing all the time? I think it's just about who's more emotionally invested. I think that it comes down, exposure comes from hurt. And it's not always the woman who can expose. It's men that on my timeline because our algorithm's different. Because
Exactly.
a lot of men do a lot of exposing. She's a hoe, bro. You've been messaging this person, or here's your panties. You know, here's your dirty panties. Or women posting men's dirty drawers and saying that they're down
I can't agree with you on that.
So-
I feel like who's more emotionally invested.
I think it's about
as far as,
emotional
yeah.
investments here. And I'm not here to put the woman versus man thing on it because I'd be lying.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll make you laugh while I
Yeah.
You do see that. Like, I'll see stuff that says, like, women ain't shit. They're all cheating on their
Yeah.
Look, I'm catching them cheat. And then my fiance sees men ain't shit. They're going to cheat on
Yeah.
them. Look at all their shit.
Then you
it's
look
like,
at me.
It almost ends up being the same thing,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what about privacy? Is privacy a right, a respectful right, or is it a red flag?
I think it's a respectable right. However, what you're being private about can become a red flag if it's something that can make or break us. If you can be private, we can do HIPAA, but if we are going to be sexually active and you're going to keep your, your test results private, no, that's a red flag. That's a red flag. If you are a father and you don't want to tell me how many kids you got and I find out that you do have children, that becomes a red flag.
Yeah.
It's not just that you want to exploit me to your children, you're just hiding that.
Mm-hmm. All right, being a social media influencer, are influencers damaging potential relationships that they could have? I mean, because you're like an influencer in your environment, and
Hell, ooh,
hey, this is a great question.
it is.
Being an influencer, do you feel like okay, if you were dating an influencer, you talking to this guy, let's say King 68, he's been going viral all over, the big tall guy, black guy that always like be chopping down girls on social media.
Chopping them.
Yeah, like, I'm sorry, from Arkansas. Chopping down mean like hollering at them, like.
That man.
Yeah.
Shout out to that man. I know you.
Well, anyways, big tall black handsome young man, he's been going
Think you know
viral.
that man?
Probably so.
Is he single?
Yeah, probably so. But I think he actually is in a relationship, but he does it for social media influencer purposes.
Oh.
So how would you feel being in a relationship with somebody who streamed, who went out and got famous and built their influencer model off of getting girls' numbers of going out randomly to clubs and in bars and places and gyms and having a hidden camera and then having that person recording them hollering at girls getting that number, even though that they might not ever even text them. It may be a fake number,
Facts.
right? It may be a whole different phone, right?
Right?
but it's all for social media influence purposes. How would you feel talking to a man like that? Would you even talk to a guy like that?
I would.
So you'll go on his social media and you say like, man, every video for our first 100 posts, he just chopping down just beautiful women all over the world.
If we become in a relationship, we together.
Yeah.
I know my value. So and that's the thing I don't understand.
So how would
If
you
I
take
met
that
you-
heat? Like, because you're gonna be seen in public.
It's
the
not-
videos are public.
Who are they? They not with us at the end of the night. I don't care about
I
stuff
understand.
like
I understand that, but I'm saying whenever you do go out on a formal date, it's your birthday and stuff. People coming up and be like taking pictures of y'all and be like, "Look, man, he cheating on old girl. Like he was just talking to old girl yesterday. Now he out on a date with this girl. Like, how would that make you feel?"
It's crazy. I'm a side piece. That's crazy, right? Yeah, that's crazy. I think like once you meet a person in, I think it's wrong to take something that attracted you to a person and try to
Use
that
it as a
away.
weapon, yeah,
I
or
don't like
even
weaponizing
weaponize it.
things that attracted me to you. If I met you as this influencer getting numbers, why would I say stop influencing and getting numbers? Like that's weird to me. I don't know.
That is something that is very hard for not only women but men to do too. As far as what I've been seeing, because a lot of men try to do that to women too. Women have a big following; they're
Right.
attractive. They've been posting their stuff. Like they be like, "Nah, you can't post that stuff no more."
That's weird.
So
That's a
it's
control issue. That's not a me issue. That's a you issue.
yeah,
Because now you're trying to take me out of something that you know is how I make my money or who I am. Like I don't find that. And then I'm a different type of chick too. I think as far as my peer circle and my peers, like I don't. Jealousy is a natural emotion.
yeah, it is.
But being emotionally intelligent to figure out why you're jealous. Are you jealous of what I'm doing because you think I'm going to replace you? Or are you jealous from what I'm doing because what is it? It has to underline from something. Are you insecure because you're not as confident as this woman doing a video with me? That comes down to now I'm looking in the mirror having a conversation with self. I have nothing to do with that. So that's the one thing I look for in a partner is how confident are you being with a socialite? Especially being from the Metroplex. We might go out and somebody be like, oh, it's LaJoy. How do you feel about me giving a side church hug to a man that will be a supporter or may have supported something? He may have bought a house, may have bought a shirt. I had a business called Paid Not Popular, Stamping LLC.
Just like
I
that.
sold T-shirts and things like that. I was a personal trainer. I had male clients. I'm a bartender, waitressing. So who people might know me as, or they might be infatuated from the looks, might be infatuated by the hustle. We don't know. But I do think, and even with you, how we vet people, we have to understand what comes with them. I know that's going to come with you. I don't know you like that, but we get to know each other. I think you're very handsome. You got things going on. We in your place of establishment. There's no way with the business that you're doing, we might not go out and you run into a beautiful client. And who am I to say, stop hugging these women, stop being friendly. You are an entrepreneurial man. That comes with the business. I would never want an entrepreneur if I can't take him talking to randoms.
Exactly. Yeah, it is a very common thing where, I don't know, more so, I guess it's just in my march of life, is you got good looking men, you got good looking women. More so the woman is the diamond, right? And the man is just kind of like the black glove that holds the diamond. Right, but now you got great looking men now. Like nobody noticed the glove into diamonds were put on the glove. So of course, like if you're an average man and you don't have the looks, like you're never gonna get noticed until you have a beautiful woman by your side, right?
Some men out here can laugh a woman out their drawers.
Well, I'm not saying
It's
getting
a
a
friend.
woman. I'm not saying
Oh,
get
okay.
like.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying like as far as like getting noticed.
Nah,
It's some super funny looking guys. But and then on the other end, you got really great, attractive looking men, and I hear it a lot where it's like, oh man, he think he look. I can't be with him because he think he look better than me. And this I was like, well, he ain't never compared himself to you. He's a great looking man. He has great attributes. So why do you feel insecure as a woman to even be around him or date him because you know that he's getting that kind of attention? It's like you said, you know what you signed up for. Why would you get with an ugly guy thinking that, I mean, with a nice looking man?
And want to be treated ugly. That don't make logical
It's
sense.
stupid.
It makes no logical sense.
It's so stupid.
But I also do see it from the other perspective. There's some men that get with beautiful women to turn them out of that, to not make them feel
Because
like
of the
that.
insecurities they have within themselves.
I've went through it and never again. Because you might date somebody ugly and they'll treat you like you the ugly.
Man. Just so that they can feel better about themselves internally.
Right, you be like, huh?
It's crazy. It's crazy.
I
It's
lowered the viewpoint of you. You was hard to look at.
reverse psychology is a thing.
Ain't it? I'm
It's a
like,
thing.
first of all, you was hard to look at, bro, and I was just really like,
It's like I helped you out.
yeah. I ain't saying I lowered my standards, but
Yeah.
I did, say.
It's like I humble myself so you can feel good.
And now you gonna do me like
And now
that?
you're going to do me in. It's crazy. A man says he doesn't want to get married. What do most women hear when he says that?
He doesn't want to.
Get married. Yeah, he don't want to commit.
He has a commitment fear there.
But if you look at him, I mean, he's in a gym. He's dieted for 2-3 years, and he can commit to some things.
But marriage is a commitment that comes with other things that might be a fear there. Because committing can be looking like different things. So then my follow-up question was, what was your longest relationship?
Yeah. So if he says that his longest relationship was 6 years, but he never proposed.
Now we down that conversation. Let's ask the hard questions. Why not? What was the fear?
Well, it wasn't the fear of that. Let's just say, okay, it was the fear of her screwing me over and taking all my money.
Why you don't want the woman that you saying you in love with to have some money that you're working toward a partnership with?
Well, she does have it. I gift her the things. I take her places. I get her nice things. I pay all the bills. But I just don't want her to have establish that control of her being able to take everything from me if she has a hard emotional time with me or just happens to wake up one day and switches on me emotionally.
So there's something that's in place for how you feel, right?
It's called a prenup.
It's called a prenup.
Yeah.
So the prenup isn't just about her not getting anything. It's whatever you want it to be.
Yeah.
Whether you make the prenup or the state does.
How
That's up
would
to
you feel to sign a prenup as a woman?
As long as we can put in our own clauses, I'm okay with it.
Mm-hmm.
I think a prenup should be something that you talk about and do.
So is a marriage a contract or is a marriage just an agreement of love and respect?
Everything that we love right now has a contract. Your home you bought is in a contract. This building is a contract. Us having this conversation was a contract.
Marriage is a contract, correct?
That's built on love. Not every contract is just business. It could be built on love.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna pause there. Well, I think we got 10 left. I guess I'm gonna let you hit me with some. Whatever you want to ask.
Okay.
Let's get some men perspectives, thoughts, and these
Yeah.
things.
I'm sorry, I be so direct, y'all.
Or I can switch it over. I can ask you about some business questions. You want to market some business stuff? Because it ain't about me. This ain't about me. This is about
both of us. So what I want people when they see this, it's just like Love Island or going on and seeing people on the circle or something. People gonna choose who they bias to say.
Yeah.
They gonna no matter what you say, they might believe it, but they gonna go against it.
Yeah,
'Cause it's you.
just because, yeah.
So fuck it. We can piggyback. We can play ping pong. I'm cool with that.
All right, let's go.
I'm gonna be silly anyway. You can lose.
She said, let me win.
I do have some questions. Oh, what was I talking about earlier? Oh, I have a good one. So I guess I want to know if you want to hear my question. So one I want to talk about if you are single. Are you single?
Yes.
Okay. So as a man, how long have you felt like you have been financially stable?
Financially advanced, I would say it's been since 2021. 2021 was my first year that I made over 200.
Is it from a PPP loan?
No. I've never taken out a loan other than my mortgage on my house.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So in that time, because how old are you?
32.
32. Okay, cool. So in that time, do you feel like, in your experience, the women that approach you or the women in general, has that had a decline as far as approach and or attraction for you?
Honestly, I think my aura kind of changed. There's a reason why I don't really get approached by a influx of women anymore, because I feel like they can feel my stance, even just looking at me, feeling like being around me. It's just like, all right, well, I know he ain't just really in the business of just kind of having small talk.
Facts.
So I switched up my demeanor. Like whenever I was younger and I really didn't have money, I had to be more outgoing and welcoming because I wanted to be able to get the females. But now that I am established and that I am financially stable, right? I don't need to do that because I don't have to lead with like mouthpiece and flatter no more, because I'm established. I have more value to offer as a man now. And money isn't just everything. Let me get that straight. But money does give you the leverage to be able to gain more knowledge and insight on how to be able to navigate life a little bit more wholeheartedly. So your mind and your eyes and ears start to become more open to things and what's real and what's fake.
And body language.
And body language and everything like that. So on my end, it's not the fact that I don't get approached by women, but I think a lot of times I make a lot of women I make them, I wouldn't say insecure, but it's a little bit of fear. They be like, nah, I ain't gon', nah, he ain't the one entertaining. So I don't know, the things that you gotta kind of like win me over with as a woman, of course, has changed over the last 5 years.
Well, how do you vet women now? Because I know you just kind of touched on, like, used to be a lot more outgoing. I feel like what I heard you say is like you were doing a lot more approaching and kind of fishing to figure out, what you want, how you doing.
Exactly.
But how does that look now for you now?
Like if I wanted to approach a woman,
yeah,
how would that look?
Yeah.
I would court her properly.
Open up.
She said, you want to go back there? Yeah, I'll open up the door.
Y'all on the rooftop, bro. What you
I mean, I'll get her a ladder. Anything that'll your favorite roofer, anything that'll kind of help her out. Anything that'll kind of help her out, to let her know that I'm extending that effort into gaining her attention, right? So it's like, okay, typical guy come up to you and be like, hey, oh man, hey, you look good. Oh my God, yeah. They gonna compliment you, of course, on the only thing that they know about you, which is your physical. Yeah, your physical. So of course, I can comment your physical, but that'll be quick. I'll be like, hey, how you doing, beautiful? What's your name? Whatever, woo. And I'll probably ask you an intricate question, like an off the wall question. I'm like, so just for example, say if I was coming off the wall with it, I just be like, so where'd you buy the suit from? It looks very professional.
Man, this whole thing, I got it from Dollar General.
Got it from the Dollar General?
No, I got it from Zara.
Yeah, you got it from Zara. I'm like, okay. What mall did you go to?
I went to the Galleria.
Went to the Galleria? You go there a lot?
Yeah.
Okay.
North Park is better though, because I like Joey's.
Man, I am kind of hungry right now. It's like, let's go to the Galleria right now. Let's go shopping and go get some food. So I'll do something more direct and unorthodox to let her know how serious I am, because I don't have really much time to waste as far as trying to do the nitpicking stuff.
Boom. Let's put a pin in it.
Yeah. I don't my value that I've gained as a man is that I don't want to waste my time messing around.
Cool. I hear you.
Yeah.
So how soon do you start spending money on one?
Like, there's different levels of spending money, right? So if I go buy you some food, like, I don't really even think of that as spending money, because I'm gonna eat. I'm not gonna be rude and be like, nah, you gonna pay for your, like, if I invited you out to eat, I was like, let's go get some food. Why would I sit here and be like, nah, bring a split check? That'd be weird. I'm sorry. That'd be weird. Like, so.
It was so weird. He burped it up.
Yeah, I was just like, that's it. It's, like, I mean, how soon is like upon the first time that we date, or if I want to do a kind gesture for her? I don't look at that as like, oh, he spent, like, a lot of people take it too seriously. It's like, oh, he spent money on me. Like, yes, that's my hard-earned money that I didn't have to spend on you. Mm-hmm. But respectfully, if I initiated something, then I'm insinuating that I'm going to take care of it.
Okay. Now, if she proposed something opposite of what you are initiating, how do you feel about that?
So what do you mean opposite? So we get there, we get to eating, and she was like,
I don't want to go eat. I want to go shopping.
She want to go shopping?
What if she's hit you with that? Because you said, let's go to the mall and let's go shopping for something to eat. She's like, nah, I don't want the food. I want you to take me to the Gucci store or the Louis store. How do you feel about that?
Nah, that's an earned thing.
Okay.
That's an earned thing. Yeah, you definitely, you got to put in some work. Just as men got to put in work to be able to get to the prized possession that whatever she may have, that's her prized possession. Mm-hmm. You got to put in work to be able to get that kind of treatment as well. Every woman doesn't.
What's your most prized possession?
My most prized possession? It's my privacy, the true me.
I would think my most prized possession is my personal time.
Yeah, this is. Yeah. My personal time, my privacy is my most prized possession. Because you're going to be able to see things and witness me in forms that nobody else gets. Mm-hmm. So
put the cameras away.
You put the cameras away. put the business ownership away.
Really him. This AI. This AI. Right
it really is. So you watching this is AI. It's not the real me. But like the people that are in my personal circle or know like me down to a pulp, who I am as a person, those are the things that are the most valuable attributes that they get out of me. That's why whenever people want to hang out with me in private, they're like, man, I know the Demetrius that I'm about to get right now.
Gotcha.
And I'm not giving that access away to just anybody, because that is a lot of my value that I have within our care and my personal walk and daily in life. So like, I mean, you get professional business me, which of course is like me just shape shifting to whoever wants that I'm selling, right? So that's not the real me. You're gonna get spurts of the real me, but it's not the real me. And then you got, gym athletic going me. That's just a certain phase and piece of me. That's not the real me, right? So nothing that I give out there in the open is truly me. So the thing that I hold heart and that I put in the safe the most is like my shining light that I have. So that's the most valuable thing that I have.
I think that's what makes like things for me. I feel like it's kind of weird because I stream as well and I post, but I can't say posting LaJoy, streaming LaJoy isn't LaJoy. Mm-hmm. I feel like I can turn off as far as how much percentage I give you. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm not going to open up the can of cussing on a client. No. Or the can of cussing in front of potentials. Mm-hmm. But who I am online is who I am in person. Mm-hmm. And that to me is just like authenticity sells.
But then there's another layer, because all human beings are onions. Mm-hmm. There's another layer that people get that are true personal to you that isn't LaJoy the streamer, that isn't the comedian, that isn't the realtor, that isn't the shining light that everybody's like want to get. There's a level to you that sometimes not even you notice that you're doing it, because that's the true you. Mm-hmm. That's your deep core onion. That's what your daughter sees whenever you don't think she's paying attention to you. Mm-hmm. That's the true personal LaJoy, right? When things aren't going your way, whenever you're having a hard time, that's your true pulp, right? So that's everything taken off of you without like the platforms or cameras on you. That's the most valuable gift, right? Mm-hmm. So that's the thing that a lot of...
Once I see you cry, that's cool. But that's the sense.
If you see me cry, you may want to check how many days we got left on Earth. I'm not a big time crier.
So when the last time you cried? When have you ever had just a good cry? Like took that soul to the laundromat? I think that's an important question I ask on like first couple of dates with guys that they kind of feel is weird. Like I'm like, when the last time you cried? And they be like, what the hell? I'm like, I just want to know, like, how in tune are you emotionally? And it does do something to a person. When they cry, it's something that was very, very sensitive to them.
I cried. The last time I cried was with my dad on the phone. And I think this was last November.
Okay.
So I give myself 2 cry sessions in a year. And I normally...
You be tallying it? All right, cry
Yeah,
November.
I'm just
I got
not.
one more in me in July.
I'm just not a. I'm just.
Dog,
I'm not. Yeah, like. Hey, at the end of the day,
Actually, no, I
yeah,
already went
my
on my 2
March.
cries.
I don't really have the time to cry because I got too many people's problems and responsibilities on my shoulders that I got to be strong for. So, I limit. I have to strategically like schedule like a cry series. That's why I say 2 times a year because I'm like, okay,
What
I
if
can
you
use
hit 3?
one. If I hit 3, then something's terribly wrong. Something's terribly wrong.
Okay, last question for me. That was a lot. What you just said.
Sorry.
That's a lot to unpack right there. Okay, how do you feel about people putting the value of women or people, not just women, on their relationship status?
Valuing people based off their relationship status.
For example, I have a streamer site, so this is something I kind of experienced. People come and be like, "Are you single?" I'm like, "Yeah." Well, this is why you single. I can't take advice from someone single, or feeling like that the value of who a woman is determines her relationship status. Have you ever been married? Or you never been married, so you really ain't valued this high.
Yeah.
Or the same with men.
I don't base it based off the value of a person when it comes down to certain categories. So if I was to ask you about advice on being a comedian, your advice value would be high because that's what you do. That's what you're doing. You're successful at it, right? You're good at it. It's like vice versa with me with roofing. Like I know what I'm talking about. My value is high. But if you have like another category where it's like relationship category, like my stars out of 5 will probably be like 2 because I can't give advice on something that I haven't truly been successful at. So I feel. The reason that I do ask relationship questions is because somewhat in the back of my mind I'm trying to have an understanding as far as getting more, enlightened on how to better even be a relationship partner. So I'm not gonna ask a broke person on how to manage $1 million.
But you know what I will ask them?
I'm gonna ask them why you still broke because I ain't trying to be broke.
I feel like
I'm like, what you?
I
Why
think
you? Why
you
you?
can learn something from everybody.
Everybody.
In this world. What to do, what not
And
to
what
do.
not to do.
And for me, I don't determine your value on if you've been married or even if you
Yeah.
have children. I want to know what's keeping you from having
Exactly.
them.
So it can keep you from not going down that road or making
Or
a
it could
mistake.
just be just a conversation that might even enlighten you. But I'm not gonna be like, as a married person, I ain't gonna have single friends.
Exactly.
I think that that's a lot, and I think married people should stay out of single people business and stay out of single people activities. I think that there's a pool. Once you get into that other pool people ain't looking at the hot tub saying, "Hey, bruh, come dive off this diving board to the hot tub, bruh." You know what I'm saying? We just know where people at. Them 3-feeters ain't looking at them 11-footers because they ain't even want to go down there.
Yeah, they can't swim in that water.
Yeah, so I think that there is a type of pool that I think when it comes to these podcasts, and you might have a panel of singles that married people talk on, and single people, and vice versa. Gay people versus straight people, women versus men. I just think we need to know what that pool is and stay over there with the people in our pool.
And that's that. Thank you guys for tuning in on a Keeping It Real episode of Through the Line podcast streaming studios. Look forward to having you again. We will be doing this again. Stay tuned.
Bye, house.